What makes a house a home? Over 8 weeks, 21 homes bursting with style and character are competing to be crowned Home of the Year. Tonight, the judges will visit 3 very different homes, scoring each of them out of 10. The home with the highest score will go through to the final at the end of the series. Looking for functionality, individuality and clever design are design legend Hugh Wallace.
The great thing about this competition is you have this diversity of architecture.
Renowned interior designer Deirdre Whelan.
To create a comfortable home, you choose the right furniture and nice textures.
And award-winning architect Patrick Bradley.
Homeowners should have fun with their style. It's their home and it's their life.
But there can only be one winner. This is Home of the Year. Retired couple Mickey and Gary Owens live in a restored 18th century mill in West Cork.
It was built as a corn mill in the 1780s. It was remodeled around about 1980 or so.
So it was basically 3 floors stacked on top of each other with very little character to it. It was fraught with problems because nobody had made any concession to the historic value of the house. We gutted the house, we changed the staircases, put in window seats, took purchase on the thick walls, which was difficult to do. We added a kitchen in the back. Inside was really reflecting how we live. We needed corners for the dog, for me, for Gary, for visitors, and books galore. So the house had to reflect everything like that. We were very lucky in West Cork. We found a terrific team of people in supplying us with what we needed. So we were terribly lucky that way.
The top floor is where I spend most of my time. This is my favorite spot in the house. I'm usually at my desk over there, or at night I'm watching television with Mickey over on that side. I like it because it's so quiet. We've got the sound of the waterfall outside. Lucy usually sits on her throne in the window there, keeping me abreast of what's going on outside. I couldn't ask for a more comfortable place.
Well, I don't think there's a particular style. What it does is reflect who we are, which is a lot of clutter, somewhat antiquated, comfortable.
It's all I could ask for in a house.
I have no desire to live anywhere else, really. Perfect place.
The judges must now assess the home, armed with only the basic facts about the property and its owners.
This is really romantic. Beautiful old stone building in an absolutely stunning setting.
Absolutely. I would suspect it possibly was an old mill.
It's a wonderful piece of vernacular architecture, beautifully restored.
Should we go in?
Yes. Oh my, wow.
You have an expectation set by the outside of this home, and you come in here and it's just got that old feeling to it, but beautiful. Lovely materials. I think it's just wonderful to arrive in this space.
Well, I love the fact that there's a piano in the entrance hall and all that beautiful greenery that was outside. You get elements of it coming in here, the way the plants are arranged in that windowsill. That's really very nice. But what really makes it in here is the lighting. Sets the tone.
The way they thought of bringing the detail into the house, it's really refreshing, and I applaud them for that. Absolutely beautiful.
It's just so romantic, exactly like what we've just experienced in the entrance hall. The fire is obviously the focal point, and the 2 amazing wing chairs either side. Beautiful furniture in the room, and again, we've got lovely soft lighting in here.
There's a real sense of the owner's personality coming in here with all that bric-a-brac going on. I love the posh sideboard with the pewter plates, lovely tone in the dark oaks. And the detail of these windows, we've got this window seat, large, big, thick walls, bit of history.
I really love their attention to detail and their use of rough plaster. It's very authentic to the rest of the building.
Now, just a kitchen in keeping, and it's quite compact, but just perfect. You've got this lovely window with all that nature outside, and you really feel it's part of this room.
You can see this has been an extension onto the historic building with the thin walls. Sometimes people tend to extend in a more modern fashion, but they haven't done it here, and I think that works.
Really like the finishes in here. You've got the slate floor, the timber countertop brings a lot of warmth and character into the room, and the drying rack over the sink is magnificent.
But this person obviously enjoys their cooking. All the ingredients around the room, this lovely cake. Perfect little lemon drizzle cake. Now, I think these people are very busy by the looks of the chalkboard, but what I like about this is it actually hides the fridge. This just sits in perfectly in the overall decor.
Lovely little detail.
This is a nice hallway. Oh my goodness. This is just dreamy. I love it. The fact that they've got a 4-poster bed, which you wouldn't have thought would work in here, but it really does. It makes that very private and very intimate.
They've moved all the living accommodation towards the front, staircase to the rear, taking advantage of the lovely garden. It's very innovative.
You see the rest of it?
Yes.
The restoration and conversion of old buildings are very close to my heart. These courageous homeowners should be very proud. They have helped maintain and preserve our history.
We're up in the attic. We have the owner's favourite spot in the middle of this beautiful room, and you've got that fantastic view out there.
I'd say the whole family move up here, but the dog's got the best spot in the house.
You're so elevated up, and you've got the windows just all looking over the treetops. Magical space.
We have a lovely little ceramic stove that is not only beautiful, it's functioning. Even better, you can put your scones in there, keep them warm, and put your tea on top.
What's very nice about this room is they've divided into 3 segments by using those 3/4 height bookcases, really informal.
I think a crisp, classic style furniture up here would have elevated this room to a different level.
I love the feeling in the attic that the owners have created, just the same as what we've seen throughout the rest of the house, and I don't know what Hugh's talking about.
The home will now be marked out of 10. 1 score will be held back until the judges have seen all 3 homes, when their combined scores will be revealed.
This home oozes with the personality of the owner. There is just a lovely feeling of happiness when you walk across the threshold of this very special family home. I'm giving it an 8.
This is a magical home, romantic to the core. I love the cosy and relaxed atmosphere the owners have created. In their choice of fabrics, furniture, they've created something quite special. I'm going to give this home a 9.
Once a working building, now truly a charming home. The homeowner's attention to detail, inside and out, was exceptional. It's a real labour of love.
Kate and Mark McMullen live with their son Rex and dog Polly in a recently renovated home in Dublin City.
It did need a bit of work, but I could see that you could open it up and get a bit more light in. With plenty of white paint, we could really transform it. We ended up stripping away a lot of the interior walls back to the structure.
We were on a pretty tight budget, so it was important to us to do as much of it as we could. We discovered some really interesting original features, like the old red brick fireplace. We exposed the staircase and restored that ourselves. It was quite nice to be involved in that. We really liked the idea of being able to see straight through the house.
There wasn't that much we could do at the front, so really we focused our attention on the back, getting as much light into the house as we could, bouncing that light through the house with reflective surfaces.
We've brightened up certain parts of the house with plants and with some vibrant artwork. I think that provides a nice contrast to the neutral colour palette. This is our favourite spot. We call this the snug. It's cosy year round, so you're always protected from the elements, but it feels like you're sitting in the garden.
We love living in a home that's both modern and old at the same time. The modern aspects of it make it easy to live in, but the historic aspects of it make it really interesting.
And add lots of character.
Give it character, yeah. We really landed on our feet when we found the house.
It was worth it.
It was worth it, yeah.
These are fascinating buildings from 1920s. This would have been the ultimate in luxury for the family who moved here because they would have come from tenements in the area.
You know, it's such a pretty facade with the lovely detail on the likes of the granite headers and the sills and the mix of brickwork. They've changed the windows, just have a fixed pane window. It really is a beautiful elevation.
Makes it very contemporary looking, doesn't it?
Well, shall we go in?
Yes. How bright. Oh my goodness. Straight into the living room. I love the amount of light that you get when you come in. They've gone for white walls, white ceiling, a very light grey floor, and the furniture is very simple. It's been pushed against the wall so it allows for good circulation to the other part of the house.
Very simply treated, beautiful and airy, not what I expected, and I just love it.
The use of existing red brick, I think that's a beautiful feature in this room.
I'd say that's the original.
Those sets of double doors, and then you get the window beyond, which just wants to pull you through the house. Just a lovely little feature.
Well, shall we travel?
Indeed. I love the freshness of this kitchen. The fact that the walls are, again, white ceiling, very airy, very bright. It feels very young.
You can see this was the original back wall of the house, and it just gives you the sense how small the original houses actually were.
And when you think of the size of the family that was here, the layout works here very well. You've got a very simple, white, functional kitchen, and it's quite architectural just because of the simplicity of the space and the clean lines. What a great favourite spot of the owners. Lovely little day bed, sit here, chill out.
I love the fact that there's a big window there right beside the seat with direct connection to the garden.
You can see it's another room outside, seating area, small dining table, and then you get the lovely little details of the feathers and the lights. You know, it just looks like a really magical place.
This home is quite funny for me because it is in white. And I sometimes find that difficult. But there's just such a calm feeling.
I really love the stairs. And the character in that wall.
That's fabulous, isn't it? Master bedroom. I'm almost looking for a little bit of colour in here, just to lift it a little bit. I think would have just made this room ace.
I like their choice of colour in this room. You know, it's a personal choice. With the use of the plants, adds that little splash of colour.
What's really lovely is the skylight bringing lots of natural daylight into this bedroom.
Over here, you have these lovely little bowls with the feathers in them. And the way the curtain is hung is just so simple. Look at this, a beautiful little nursery room. Isn't this great?
Absolutely. Half expected it to be an ensuite, but I love the fact that they've made this the baby room.
Through time, this could be used as a walk-in wardrobe and a dressing room.
Absolutely.
This home is a delight. In reality, this home is quite small, but feels really bright and generous. By using white throughout, the owners have created a real sense of space. I feel very relaxed and at home here, and I'm going to give it a 9.
Old terraced houses like this tend to come with their disadvantages. These homeowners' use of the colour white and the clever positioning of furniture transformed this home. I am giving it an 8.
Surprise, surprise. What a great renovation of this post-Victorian terraced house carried out with care, respect and creativity.
Chef Paul O'Rourke owns a self-styled apartment and lives with his partner in Dublin city centre.
I bought it back in 2009. When I moved in here, it was a bit bare, and around 2012, I'd say, I just completely revamped it. The only room in the apartment that has all the light is just a sitting room. Like, it's really nice, plenty of space, big sliding doors, and when the weather's nice, you can just sit outside and have a drink. I wanted to make the bedroom feel a bit bigger, so I decided to take out the fitted wardrobes. I have no wardrobes at all in the apartment, and we just use sideboards as all our storage. There's only two of us here, so we can get away with it. I don't really have a particular style. I like everything vintage, industrial, contemporary. I like a lot of things mixed together. I think like when a room is a bit empty, it doesn't feel as warm, friendly. I picked this sofa as my favourite spot in the apartment. Me and Pavel, we just sit here after a day's work, and it's lovely when the sun is shining through and just relaxing. We slide back the door and then just chill out. I hope when the judges walk in, they don't think that's too much and there's too much everywhere. This is what I love to do, and it's my style, and just, I hope they like it.
Ah, look at this.
So we've got real city centre living.
Indeed, and they've really personalised their outdoor space, which I like to see.
I love apartments. It always tends to be very personal to that individual and the very owner, so I'm very, very excited to see inside this.
Well, let's go.
Let's go.
What an entrance! This is fantastic, isn't it? There's so much in here to take in. The choice of the materials that are in here, the colours on the chair, the texture in the cushion. And I love that big photograph there. As soon as you come in, I'd say you forget about everything that's happened during the day.
It's quite a small space, but yet they've painted it in dark greys. The floor is dark. It's just got so much personality.
When you enter into an apartment, you normally come into a small corridor which tends to lead you to rooms and maybe open plan living. This has put a complete twist on it. It's exciting.
Do you know what's interesting? The oak that you're standing in, I'm guessing that that was probably originally designed as a storage cupboard, and they just took it out and created a little room, which makes this hall so special.
Moving forward, it's got a lot to live up to.
Well, let's go see.
Let's go see.
Wow, talk about a continuation of personality. They've just transformed your standard apartment into something completely different.
No matter where you look, you just bring a wee smile to your face because there's that bit of quirkiness in everything you see.
Well, I think it's great because the tone that we saw in the hall has just been reinforced.
When you come into the room, you're not tripping over furniture, and just the way they've arranged all their eccentricities.
When you do a style like this, it could be OTT, whereas it isn't. It's very subtle, very personal. It's like this piece. I think it's fascinating that this person has taken that, put it in here. It looks correct, feels correct, and I'm going, God, I wish I'd thought of that.
When you normally come into apartments, they do tend to be very mundane, boxes stacked on top of boxes, but when you walk into this apartment here, it hasn't got that. And with the random furniture, the different styles of furniture, it all just seems to come together quite well. And look, this is their favourite spot. This is my favourite piece of furniture in the house. It's a cracking piece.
Well, I think the colour of it and the actual texture is just fantastic. It's so soft and comfortable.
Can you see yourself in the mirror?
Thankfully not, but what I do see, it adds a whole dynamic to the apartment. So I think that works very well, and I can see why this would be their favourite spot. I think there was a wall here one time, and what they've done is take this down and opened up the space, which I think works very well.
It's nice that you have that subtle division between what is living and what is the kitchen. And they've also changed the colour tone. I love the fact that they haven't gone for overhead storage because it opens it up and it makes it feel like a very nice part of the living area. I'd say that's why they've brought in this absolutely fabulous storage cabinet.
In relation to the kitchen, though, it's a lovely finish, love the grey, and you've got the solid timber.
Yeah.
However, I just wonder how practical it is to have that as the storage unit in the kitchen.
Probably not hugely, but it looks good.
It does look good. Well, Deirdre, the pièce de résistance, the beautiful wallpaper which lifts this kitchen area.
For me, I would have loved to have seen a little pop of orange in here.
Well, fair enough, but I think the ability of a person to put those colours together in terms of tone, I think it's fabulous.
Hugh really loves this wallpaper. The bolder and the brasher, the more he loves it. Master bedroom. The bed is dressed really well, lots of nice colours and lots of nice textures. They've decided to opt for the bed around the corner.
For me, it's actually affected the whole layout of the room. You can just see this could be the ideal spot for a bit of storage here. So I think practicality-wise, it maybe doesn't work.
Yeah, a bit unusual that there is no wardrobe in here at all.
In terms of texture and materials and everything else, I think it's fantastic. I would just question the livability.
Apartments do tend to be quite constrained in size. It does take a lot of imagination to try and make those sizes work and what you have more personalised than a lot of homes.
This is a unique, fun apartment that awakens and challenges your visual senses. The genius of the owners in the selection of the dark grey to maximise the effect of the loud colours is just delicious. And I'm going to give it an 8.
The owners of this home have made a big statement in such a small space, but I do feel they have sacrificed with limited storage, and I'm going to give this home a hard-fought 7.
Fun, joy, colour and escapism. The atmosphere the owners have created allow you to escape from the hustle and bustle of daily life.
Now that the judges have visited all 3 homes, it's time to see how they measure up against each other. First, Patrick reveals his score for the mill.
The moment you landed into that first room, the way they brought the old character and detail inside the home, and the furniture perfectly laid out, I'd happily live there every day of the week. So I give it a 10.
Yeah, you really loved this house. You were made for it.
A 10, an 8 and a 9, a whopping 27. That's an amazing score.
Next, Hugh reveals what he gave the renovated home.
I'd actually describe this home as perfection in white. The simplicity and elegance of it was quite extraordinary. There was no sense of it being small. I just felt very calm in this home, and I gave it a 9.
Wow, good score. So you and I gave it a 9. You gave it an 8, so we're at 26.
And finally, Deirdre tells us her score for the city centre apartment.
Lots of fun, lots of joy, beautiful colour tones. I felt like I was being transported to somewhere tropical and exotic. There was lots of character in this house. I thought it was great, and I gave it an 8.
Very good score.
We've got an 8, an 8 and a 7, 23. We have our winner.
The home through to the final is the Mill in West Cork.
It's romantic, it's charming. To me, it's a perfect restoration. I am absolutely delighted.
Well, it's great to see it in the final.
Absolutely. Pure romance, isn't it?
Next week, the search continues for Home of the Year.